We do need you. Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of our currently unnamed show for Unreality Studios.
You know, I've been thinking about it. So far, the only thing I came up with Black and White.
Yeah, that's cool.
Turk and JD.
Turk and JD.
Joel, don't even start.
You know what? With all due respect to the scrub, we don't want y'all suing us.
Hey, look,
Show, don't bring it up.
I am a huge fan of that show.
You're not Superman.
First and foremost, I want to point out something here. I am drinking a beer. Do you know why I am drinking a beer? Besides the fact it's beer and it's tasty.
It's only 3:28 in the afternoon.
And it's 3:28 in the afternoon.
Well, I was gonna drink that citrus drop so y'all can drop it like it's hot, like that chick. But you know, Mountain Dew will have to do, because I do the do.
Do you do the do that does the do?
And it does well good.
Ooh. Anyway, I'm drinking this beer because honestly, this whole thing with me and him here talking about whatever it is we wish to talk about, next show will be a little bit more organized with more specific topics, but this being our first episode, I wanted to give a salute to one of my personal favorite web shows that gave me the idea to do this, Dig Nation.
Dig Nation, I dig it.
It's a very good show, and they gave me the idea because, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, but just the whole all natural feel of this, no directing, just us talking about things and having just a general idea of what it is. Like, we know what's going on in the news, we can then talk about it.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I was kind of wondering, you know how, you know, the show Avatar. Remember that show? I used to love that show. They have the Fire Nation, the Earth Nation, the Water Nation, the Wind Nation.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dig Nation
Air
is part
Nation.
of it.
Well, Earth, digging up the Earth, like fire.
Well, but here's
Wait, you know, I never saw the Avatar movie. Was it any good?
Well, I will say it had its action-filled moments. However, and no disrespect, we love everybody is equal. It's just that
True.
the characters all look the same. Like, I understand it was made by, you know, M. Night Shyamalan. Shapoopy.
The ShamWow guy made it.
Exactly. Well, a lot of the characters were not. Basically, it's like this. If I look and I see a movie with a character, I want the character to look like the character. The character didn't really look like all the characters. Some of the characters did, but none of the characters really did. So basically,
notes.
You see, well, we need direction. But overall, it was pretty good.
No,
I'm not gonna go ahead and go ahead if you want a little good time, few little. Oh, but do not see that Dragon Ball movie. Oh my God.
What? I'm gonna get a lot of flaming for this, but I actually enjoyed it. You know why? Because if you consider it its own universe, take away the fact that you've read the manga, you've seen the show, as its own universe. Yeah, sure, they made it so that way Goku was more involved with Piccolo, but I mean, as its own universe, it wasn't terrible. Like, that's the difference between, like, that and the Resident Evil movie. They started the first Resident Evil movie kind of as, like, trying to say it happened before the first game. But then it kind of led into its own thing. But the first one wasn't done good. It just wasn't a good movie.
Well, it's what were we talking about? Cake?
I think we were talking about cake. Is the cake a lie, though?
I don't know. What is up with this red velvet I'm hearing about? What is red velvet cake? Someone explain to me. Please, someone tell me.
It's a cake that's more of a lie than what a lie already is. You do realize at some point we're going to have to, like, cut stuff in here to make it more interesting, like, pop up, like, news stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to think as the show goes along, like... Oh, I did want to bring something up. You know what really disappointed me about Avatar?
What is?
The end of the series. Like, here's how I personally felt it should have ended. Aang should have died. Let me say that flat out. Aang should have died. What's her name? The waterbender chick. You know who I'm talking about. She should have fallen in love with Zuko is the guy with the scar, right?
Yes.
She should have fallen in love with Zuko, and they should have had the next Avatar. That's how I thought the series should have ended.
Well, that would have been interesting. Or it could have been her, Aang, and Zuko, and they would have had, like, you know, one Avatar Shabomination, and
Shabomination?
yes, like, and then, you know, the whole series, it can do, not only can do all the elements, water, wind, air, fire, it can also do heart. You ever saw Captain Planet? Remember Captain Planet? How they had, everybody was the element, but this one guy was heart? How the hell is that an element?
That's not an element. That's like fire and water mixed together or
I mean,
something.
what did they do? Does it make you horny? Does it make guys like, you know, heart? Like if you see his chick and he ain't get no chick, he just go, heart! Like Captain Planet. So Captain Planet, like, how does that even affect Captain Planet? Is that like what, his horny side? You know, I mean, because he is a guy, a metallic guy, kind of looks like Colossus, but heart!
Alright, now I do want to ask you, in our intro video you were ranting about wrestling stuff, wrestling news. Catch me up, I have no idea what's going on here.
For all of you guys, you know, I also watch TNA, but you know, I usually work on Thursday, so I don't get a chance to, but I just want to say before
hopefully this show will make us enough money so we don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. We count on your support. Support me. Me.
Just him. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Of course they'll get you.
No, I'll be okay.
But may I just add before I even go into this, Karma, you are so beautiful.
It is.
You are just. No, she's a wrestler.
Oh.
You don't have to cry. Everything's gonna be okay. I got you.
I have no idea what you are talking about, good sir.
Also, I just want you to. Here's one thing The Miz. It appears that The Miz just had his ass handed to him by Alex Riley. Riley, I bet this will now turn your life around. You are off The Miz's nuts, and now your life can begin. You see, what happened, I'm going to tell you basically the gist.
Okay, go for it. I think here we're going to add some video of stuff like that. I think we're going to cut this part out, like kind of edit it out and like just start showing video of like what you're talking about.
That will really help. So people that did not see it can actually see if this video has not been posted on YouTube already, which I'm sure it has. Basically, Alex Riley, who has been The Miz's associate for a good long period while The Miz has been champion, apparently The Miz has lost it to John Cena. And what happened is, The Miz was blaming Alex Riley, and he tells Alex Riley he's fired, and he shoves him in the face. So Alex Riley just goes ape shit, and he takes The Miz and like beats the living shit out of him. And everybody's like, Riley, Riley, Riley! And I'm like, even I was like, because you see the thing is,
explain it to me.
See, the thing is,
break it down. I want you to break it down.
It was Alex Riley that has been keeping that title around Miz's belt every match. Alex Riley runs in, helps The Miz out. The Miz is champion.
See, I disagree with you because I remember there being a midget, and the midget was awesome.
Well, the midget. Oh, you talking about Hornswoggle?
I am talking about Hornswoggle.
I think he's on SmackDown though.
See, so I am lost here. I'm here with you on the more video game and like movie side of things. You've got this wrestling thing down. Maybe this should be your own show.
You know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna skip to that. We're gonna go ahead and skip to that. Speaking of which, the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God, dude! Like, first and foremost, Mortal Kombat story. Like, I don't understand how J.J. Anderson went from making one of the best video game adaptations of all time, Mortal Kombat the movie. You remember that movie?
Of course. Loved it. Just like one of the best video game movies ever made.
Ever.
Hit Dead or Alive. Hit Street Fighter. Hit Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li. Good God!
Hit Capcom, still pissed at you firing George Romero. Did you even read that script? Dear God, Capcom, I have been yours and Konami's. By the way,
hit Tekken.
Konami versus Capcom. Please, guys, I will pay you millions once I get it for that game. Moving on, but yeah, no, the new Mortal. Apparently, like the story is like, oh God, what's his name? Not Shang Tsung.
Scorpion.
No, the
Shao Kahn.
Not Shao Kahn.
Liu Kang.
The Mortal Kombat 2 boss.
Oh, wait. Mortal Kombat 2 wasn't it Shao Kahn?
It was Shao Kahn.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's his voice that you hear all game.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of Sanction. Anyway, so apparently he finally wins over the Earth Realm, and God, I'm not prepared for this today. My mind, I don't know where it is. So apparently Raiden sends a message to his past self going, hey...
How does he do this? Does he just like use like email, be like...
Don't you remember the movie? Don't you question Raiden. He will come here and he will kick your ass faster than Bruce Campbell would.
Bruce Campbell, you're awesome. I love you in Spider-Man. You do that voice.
Bruce Campbell, you are God. You are my God.
No homo.
Oh, there is some homo implied. I'm not gonna lie. There's definitely homo implied.
Wow.
Don't you be sneaking away from me.
You know we're gonna get comments about this right here. You understand?
I don't care. It's Bruce Campbell we're talking about.
Could it not be Karma?
No, it's gotta be Bruce. See, Bruce Campbell. Yes, I named my sideburns Bruce and Campbell.
Oh, I thought for sure it would be uneven.
Oh, low blow.
No.
Glad
You know
Kate wasn't here for that.
I'm gonna get fired. I know. Look, if I get
just the first episode and we're already out of here.
His director will kick my ass. Let's go ahead and. So
I'm not even the director. Kate's kind of like the producer and director at this point, and God knows what she's doing.
So you were saying about
So he goes back and. Like, you remember how a lot of the characters didn't come until the second Mortal Kombat, like Kung Lao, and apparently they were all there at the start, because Mortal Kombat, like, hold on, let me get the list. I'm going to bring the list up for you guys. There's going to be like a little zoom thing that shows the list of all the combatants. So... Hold on. I'm going to retrieve it, entertain the camera for a few moments.
My name is
See, this is how unprepared we are. Don't worry. Higher quality next episode. Also,
my name is Ken.
has a computer.
I'm 25. I live in Orlando, Florida.
Are you talking sexy talk to the camera? He's talking sexy talk to the camera. I love it. All right.
So he's looking for what it should be. All
right, we've got Scorpion.
We have Scorpion.
Liu Kang. Kung Lao. Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Sindel. Sindel? Like, isn't this supposed to be a reboot of the first game? Sindel wasn't in it until the third game.
Maybe it's a reboot of the first and the third.
You know. Yeah, but between the first and the third game, a lot of things happen, though.
I mean, but think about it. Who would not want to add katana? I mean, we think someone that sexes katana got to come from somewhere. And especially, you don't want to fuck with a woman that can kill you by wrapping her weave around your bed.
Okay, this is where I draw the line. Ermac. How Ermac in a reboot with... Okay, continuing... Reptile. Okay. Reptile's fine with me.
Is he in his alligator state, or is he in the green outfit?
He's a ninja. They didn't screw up. They didn't make him into a lizard. Thank you, God.